Hey you guys, today we're going to talk about the Half and the Half Not Season 3 episode, I think it's 22. Y'all know I don't talk step by step with this. I just talk about the show and we go from there. If you want step by step, you might want to go to Ashley Miller or you want to go to Mike B or some more Love TV. Lady Nika, I think, do Half and a Half. Yeah, she do Half and a Half Nots too, so check out those channels. Um, this was a good episode. Only because it made my emotions go up and down and all the way around like Veronica's was going. I'm just saying. Veronica emotions was, now that bitch is just crazy. And I ain't that crazy. Anyway, it starts off, well, I want to start off, I think, but they start off, I think, with the interview. And Jim is like like I don't even want to say shocked, but he mad as hell. But he kept his composure. Catherine kept her composure. Veronica over there like with this grin on her face, out of control. But yeah, so the lady asking him all these questions about Celine, asking Celine and her son all these questions. And like I said, Jim is not saying nothing. I don't know why he sat there. But okay, this is TV. Because I'm sitting there like, walk off. Who gives a damn if it's live? It wouldn't have affected Jim. It would have affected the news station that they didn't have no footage. But I'm just like, whatever. So Celine is saying how they've been messing around for 28 years. So the lady gonna say, put the camera to Mrs. Cryer. I'm like, I would have been on there like this. What y'all want me to say? I bet you they would have turned that damn camera around. But yeah, so they been messing around as long as he's been married. The little boy, well, the big boy was saying how he don't want nothing from Jim. He basically just put him out there like he don't care about the community. He don't care about the poor. He got his baby mama and two sons up in the slums, so he doesn't care about the people. Just made him look real bad. Just Jim, hang that shit up. I was so happy when Mackie told him to hang that shit up because there's no coming back from this. But I was thinking, what do y'all think? Should David go run for his job then? Should he run for governor? That shit would cause some problems. But I'd be here for it. But no, because Veronica crazy. But Veronica probably can help his ass win because that bitch is crazy. I'm just saying. I'm trying to think what happened. Quincy and his motherfucking gutter bucket ass sister. Oh my God, she cussing him out. He just came from the hospital. You know, he just left the hospital or whatever. So she telling him to go get the little boy because she need the damn money. I wanted to punch. Oh, if I could have just reached out and touched this hoe for real. I was so mad. So mad at this goddamn sister. And then the cops come to the house to question her. She like, do y'all got a warrant? And hey, hood people know the law. I'm just saying. Because, like, they couldn't do nothing without no warrant. So, and I'm glad at least she knew that, old dumb gutter bucket ass bitch. Like, ugh. But, so they asking her questions. And, that bitch need to be fired. That bitch told her where the baby was. Homegirl was like, I don't know nothing about him being abused. You might want to go check out the grandmama and the uncle. I said, oh. So now she finna make them be a target in an investigation or whatever because, you know what I'm saying? She just put that on them and they the one brought the boy up into the hospital. So I was like, oh shit. But the cop end up leaving, like, whatever. So they whispering by the door, and I'm sitting there like, so really, y'all can't walk over there. It ain't like they can come in the motherfucking door. But she telling him to go and get the little boy and do something to Hannah and do something to Benny because Benny hit her. And I'm sitting there like, bitch, you jumped on his back. But okay, bitch, because he should have punched you dead in the face. I'm just saying. Especially after seeing the little boy back. I'm just saying. Let me go back. Because I know y'all probably saying, bitch, how you didn't talk about the good part. I know somebody probably said that. Go back to the goddamn shit with Jim and them. So after the interview, because he getting bombarded by this broad, he's getting bombarded about these questions, and so Maggie did whatever she can do because homeboy was not stopping that thing, because she was trying to get him to stop the tape or whatever, and he wouldn't do it. So she got some coffee and she poured it on him. So she stopped it, put everybody out. So they go into the campaign room. Jim put everybody out. Veronica asked, start talking shit. She was like, sorry, Catherine, that you had to go through this. That, Jim, we all knew Jim stuff would come out sooner or later. So I don't know. I don't even know what happened probably after that. But she walks up to Jim. Oh, no. The bitch, Maggie walks up, I think. And Maggie say something. And she was like, get your bitch, David. She told David to get his bitch. I said, ooh. Okay, this bitch, like, I want Maggie to stand up to this hoe. Like, you don't work for Veronica. You work for Jim and the husband. You don't work for Veronica. So now, bitch, she did too much disrespect to keep taking that. So she called her a bitch. And Catherine was like, why are you, acting like this or whatever? And that's when she said that they slept together. And he was like, no, we didn't. And she was like, something. He was like, she worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I think she said why she's always around or something. And she was like, she worked for me. So then Veronica like, fuck it. I can't get no reaction off this motherfucker. Let me turn my sights on to this motherfucker. No. Jim was saying something about Veronica. And she said, I'm not her. I'm not her over there. And she was pointing to Maggie. She was like, you can't bark no orders at me. I think he told her to leave. And she was like, you can't bark no orders at me. And she was like, I'm not no dog. And he was like, well, you the bitch that's standing here or something. I said, oh, it's time for Jim to get punched in the throat. I can't stand Veronica. I can't stand Veronica. But I also can't stand a man that just with no nothing to disrespect women. No nothing. But okay. Because at this moment, he didn't know what she had done. But I'm not with that. I don't give a fuck who it is. And I don't like Veronica. But I'm just saying. All bets would have been off if you called me a bitch. Maliciously. So he going at her. So she asked him, so how was Wyatt stay? He looked at her. She said, how was Wyatt stay? He said, what you say? She said, how was Wyatt stay? I said, these bitches don't give a fuck. So he was like, so you did this? You did that to my son? She said, well, you couldn't get him in line. Somebody had to. He grabbed her and started choking the dear life out of her where nobody can get his ass off of her. And I was like, no. He needs to get fucked up. He needs to get fucked up because that wasn't your place, Jim. You don't put your hands on women. See, this is too easy for him to disrespect women for me. First you called her a bitch. Now you easy to just put your hands on women. I can't stand Veronica. I want her to get fucked up. But I want her to get fucked up by either Catherine or Candace. Well, maybe Hannah too. But not a goddamn man. I really, really just don't want her to get fucked up by a man. That, like, what is this teaching? Like, I don't get that part. So he choking the life out of her. And this is another part that made me mad. So David is in his office and he hears the commotion. He comes out and grabs Jim off of her and say, get your hands off my wife. I don't know. Maybe because I was raised in Compton. Maybe because this is called the ghetto view. Maybe because I was born in the hood. But I don't think that would have went the same way as my man would have walked out of a room and a man not knowing the situation, but a man got his hands wrapped around my throat and my man not fuck him up. Because I would have fucked up my man once I got up. Like, you not going to defend me? Oh, no. Well, since I see that you a bitch, I might as well hit you too. I'm just saying. I think David should have got his ass whooped for not hitting Jim. Like, now, I know she do some fucked up shit. Yeah, she done tried to kill him. But he have stayed with her. He have defended her. He keep defending this dumb bitch. So, therefore, you defend her to the motherfucking death. Like, for real, for real. I'm not with that. You not putting hands on Jim. I'm sorry. Can't do it. But they broke that up. And then after she left, Catherine asking Jim about the situation, and he never told her. It just went to some other shit. And I'm just like, this is your perfect time to tell her the fucking truth before she find out from somebody else like she usually do. Okay. But moving on from that, moving on from homeboy supposed to be going to get his son and kill every damn body. Landon goes and see what's Jeffrey. Jeffrey is in the room with Wyatt. Wyatt's sleeping. Jeffrey is over there dreaming about how he can get that. I'm just saying. So Landon comes over. Landon comes in. He wants to come in. He got a bottle of wine, and he wants to tell him about the shit that just went down at the campaign office. But he noticed he had company. So then they arguing about their feelings and arguing about Wyatt. And then Veronica fucking walks up. Have you went to go see Melissa? I'm like, fuck Melissa. And he saying, fuck Melissa. And she's like, you need to go see her. And then she calling Landon a girl. And I'm like, I would have been like, bitch, how is your throat? Because Landon was there. I would have been like, bitch, how is your throat? And she tells Landon that Melissa's pregnant or whatever. So Landon is over there like, what the fuck? So, but I was glad that Jeffrey stood up to her and ended up kissing Landon up in front of his mama. Her ass was mad. She didn't know how to take that shit. And she walks out. He like, no, you don't want to see no more. But I thought that was real fucked up to use Landon like that. You know that you don't like him. You don't want to be with him. You really want to be with Wyatt. That don't seem like it. Well, I'm not going to say it ain't going to happen because I think Wyatt, especially after that shit that happened in jail. But I'm not saying that's the reason. I just think that Wyatt probably end up getting feelings for Jeffrey later down the line. I really do think that's going to end up happening. But, yeah. I was here for Jeffrey going off on Homegirl. And then he brushed off Landon and told him to go. Landon said, I'm not going to wait on your ass. I said, yeah, you are. You always say that bullshit. You like a woman scorned too. You always say that bullshit and then come back and knock on this motherfucking door. Boy, shut up. Because you need to stay on the show. Who else? Candace and the social worker and Oscar. So they going doing a home visit. She's asking Candace all these damn questions. Candace is like, why are you asking me all these questions as a social worker? Like, do a social worker ask all this shit? And, she was like, yeah, it's always in the best interest of the child, yada, yada, yada bullshit. So then, she mentioned Candace being an escort and was like, I saw it online. I pulled it up online. I said, see, that's why you gotta watch what you're doing. Because, bitch, even though you stopped, it's always gonna be there online for somebody to pull up and throw it in your face. So she was like, that was a long time ago. I'm not doing that anymore. And she was like, well, how are you making money? Because we called your job. She was like, bitch, I ain't give you no information. She was like, but your little talk too much ass brother did. So I called. They said they don't know you. Oscar looking like, but Oscar already know what the fuck was up. Because I don't trust him. I really, really hope that Tyler just trick us all and make Oscar a good man. Because if he not, I'm going to really want to jump through the TV and hit everybody. Because I want him to be a good man for her. Like, I want him to be the one that turned Candace around. And I know this not finna happen. I know he got a trick up his fucking sleeve and I'm finna be mad. But so the lady talking about all this, and he offers to put $500,000 up into her account so the judge can see that she can't take care of her child or whatever. Because the lady mentioned, like, how did you buy this house for 1 point something million in cash? So that shows you she ain't got no money in the bank. So I was like, okay, that's cool. You know, you wasn't smart enough to put no trace on the bank. You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. Um, what else happened? But I was like, you did put your information on there, so he can put you up there, girl. He can set you up. I want Oscar to be a good dude. I really want him to be a good dude because I feel like, I want to fuck him up. But he cool with it. The lady gonna show the judge. He told her when they were sitting by the jacuzzi to pay him back. She said okay. Like I said, I want him to be good. What else happened? Hannah. Hannah and Benny. He picks her up from work. He take her to the car place, show her around. He gave her a car. Then he take her to the house. She was skeptical at first, and then all of a sudden she wanted it. He told her to stay over there because homeboy is gonna be looking for them. So she was like, "That's cool." He just wants somebody to cook for him. I'm like, you too goddamn grown. But I understand you want your mama's cooking. I just be feeling like, boy, he just need to cut the umbilical cord. Like, boy, you could have had a bachelor party. You could have had it cracking up in there. You a business owner. You want to take your mama. When your sister offered to buy her another house, you want to take your mama. I'm still bothered by that part. I just don't feel like when you a certain age, you should still want to bring your mama along if she's not ill. I'm not trying to be harsh. I really don't feel like especially when you of age, you single. Why is your mama coming? Unless you plan on staying single as a grown ass man, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But that's these new age generation kid boys, baby boy. What's the mama boys? I don't do them. I like boys. Well, no, I don't like boys. I like men that love their mom. I don't like mama boys. I don't. I can't deal with those. I've been to hit them in the throat. Just saying. You done raise him to be a man, so I might as well hit him like he a kid. I don't know. But yeah, so she ended up giving him the she ended up moving in or whatever, and then they were sitting there having dinner and they were talking about something, and that's when he told her that he think that she should let the little boy stay with Candace, and she don't feel like that. So now she want to knock Candace off her off the pedestal he puts her on, and was like, your sister scammed you. That lady told me that your sister do not work there. So he all up in his feelings. So we don't know how he's gonna react to Candace. But I'm like, what you gonna do? Move out the house now? I'm just saying. She bought you the house. What you gonna do? Get mad and give her the house back, and then y'all gonna go back over there so Quincy can kick y'all ass? Cause you already lied to your mama about the house, and then I was sitting there like, oh, you get mad at Candace, but you sure was quick to lie to your mama to get her to move the fuck in, talking about it was part of the deal of the damn house. I would have been like, I need to see the paperwork for we all be in jail. Nobody's checking on paperwork, but they just moving in shit, driving shit, and they ain't seen a contract, a piece of paper, or nothing. That's how motherfuckers end up in jail. I understand you be trusting people, but that's how you trust family members and end up in jail. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Anyway, at the end, before I get too long, the end, David was in the office. David told him, don't fuck with my wife before you see the evil side of me or whatever he said. And Jim was just looking at him like he motherfucking crazy. And Jim called some people on the phone and said he wanted the teacher dead, the lawyer dead, and the officer Terrell dead. And I guess they said which Harrington, and he said Veronica. So I said, oh, this motherfucking put a hit on everybody. Um, It's gonna get good. It's gonna really get good, and I'm gonna really be watching. I hope you guys watch with me. I hope you guys comment with me. I hope you guys are coming to the blackout in Atlanta, Georgia on September the 5th. I will be there. I'm leaving here tomorrow night. On Thursday night, I'm leaving here. I'll be there Friday morning. I hope to see you guys. I hope you guys say something to me. Don't wait till I get back home and then see on the video, oh, I seen you and I wanted to say hi, but you was talking to somebody else. I don't give a fuck. Come say hi. Hello. I'm just saying. Because if I see somebody that I recognize, I am not going to be quiet because, we taught out here, closed mouths don't get fed. So I want to be able to speak to everybody that I watch. And they probably don't know that I watch them, but I'm going to make sure they know I watch them when I get to the blackout. And I want you guys to be like that too. I want you guys to be able to say, hey girl, I watch you. I'm whoop whoop whoop. Hey, cuz we family. We here. We peoples. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me. I will talk to you guys back if you guys are at the blackout. If you're not at the blackout, talk to me on here. I'll talk to you back. But yeah. Follow me on social media. Everything that I do is by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. And make sure you check out all the YouTubers that I mentioned in this video. Peace out.